Hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Golda's Arangetram. It is a very special and a joyous occasion. It's a day to celebrate the triumph of true dedication and pure grit. I'm Soumya Natarajan from California. I've known Golda for the most part of my adult life, about 3 decades. Anyone who knows Golda, okay. Anyone who knows Golda will see a funny, positive, and a person full of light and laughter. And she is tenacious in her resolve when she puts her mind to something. Her love for life itself and others is reflected right here in this auditorium today. We have friends and family visiting from across the globe. Thank you all for coming. Dancing is like dreaming with your feet, said Maria Mozart. And it is a universal language. And the first time I remember Golda enjoying and losing herself to dancing was on the rooftop of our college dorm. Before final exams, we had what was called as study holidays, similar to what is called as Dead Week here. She was passionate. And it was pouring rain, and she was passionately jumping around to the beats of the latest Tamil Dapanguttu. Dapanguttu is a folk music genre with emphasis on percussions performed primarily in the South Indian state of Tamil Nadu. Unlike classical Indian forms such as bharatanatyam, which you will see today, this was relatively informal, with no structure, no formal learning. But her passion and her dancing superpower was still the same. Her friends from college, who are in the audience today, will probably also remember her dancing to the song Vetala Pota Shokala, a Tamil movie song from the early 90s on various stage shows and performances at our campus. Today, years later, she's a mature, trained artist in an art form that requires artistic discipline of the highest order that embodies one's devotion to God and the opening of your heart to beauty and joy expressed through the highly stylistic and graceful gestures of body and feet. Today is also very significant. It is much more than a dance graduation that we are celebrating here today. When I was telling some of my colleagues at work that I'm taking a few days off to go to Texas and attend my friend's, in quote, dance recital, he promptly responded with, "That's awesome. How old is the kid?" And I said, "Dude, the kid is as old as me. My college roommate and classmate is the performer." And he wished her luck and said, "I only have one word for your friend, which I think we can all get behind, in quotes, respect." Before I introduce the MC for the evening, I want to take a moment to thank Glitzy for the decorations, and Sandhya for the beautiful altar and the murals. And also, thank you, Mahima, my daughter, somewhere in the audience or in the front stage, who helped with the guest book. Please give them all a big round of applause. As I said, my name is Soumya Natarajan, and because one Soumya was not enough, Golda found another Soumya, who is going to be the MC for today's program. Soumya spends her days and most nights as head of design at Quintet, making security and compliance approachable. In a previous life, she was a user experience designer at companies like Adobe and Backspace. Soumya's artistic background includes extensive training in South Indian classical music under Gurus Jayanti Kumaresh and Padmavati, and she has been training in Bharatanatyam for over 12 years with her mentor, Anuradha Naimpalli, and teaches and performs with the Austin Dance Studio. Soumya was under the tutelage of Praveen Kumar while she lived in Bangalore and has also studied Natvangam from renowned guru Kiran Subramaniam of Bangalore. Welcome, Soumya.
Namaste and a very good afternoon to all of you. It's lovely to see so many people out here to support Golda. She's really feeling the love and we're excited to share this evening with you. Before we go further, I would like to request that You refrain from taking photographs and videos of the stage, particularly flash photography. It is incredibly distracting for the performers, so we request your cooperation in this regard. Also, if you could silence your cell phones, that would be great. Thank you. Na tat shilpam, na tat shastram, na sa vidya, na sa kala, na so veda, na tat karmaha, natye asmin na drishyate. There is no art, no science, no skill that doesn't fall within the purview of dance, says Bharata, the author of the dance treatise Natya Shastra, which carries the origins of the art form Bharatanatyam that you're going to see today, for those of you who are not familiar. The arangetram, traditionally, is a Bharatanatyam dancer's first full-length solo performance, signifying the ability to present a complete suite of traditional repertoire as the first step towards becoming an accomplished performer. On this very special occasion of the arangetram of Golda Sahayam, we have a wonderful traditional South Indian musical ensemble of accomplished artists who are here all the way from India, Chennai, to be with us. We're honored and thrilled to have them. Please welcome them on stage with a round of applause. The ensemble includes Guru and Artistic Director of Austin Dance India, Srimati Anuradha Naimpalli, on the Nattuangam, which involves the playing of the talam or cymbals and vocalization of rhythmic syllables that accompany the footwork in dance. Sri Rajesh Ravindran on the vocals. Sri Veeramani Nagarajan on violin. Sri K.S. Patanjali on the flute. And Sri K.S. Sudaman on the mridangam, which is the percussive drum. A short introduction about Golda. You all know a lot about her. She's a personal inspiration of mine. I'm very excited for this evening to see her perform. She started learning Bharatanatyam briefly at age 5. 2 decades later, Guru Monica Cooley reintroduced her to the art in Nashville. And then Golda has been training with Guru Anuradha Naimpalli since 2006. During the past few years, Golda has had the opportunity to tour and perform with her guru in Austin and India. She hopes to continue learning and practicing dance as she moves into her 50s. She's also an executive leader at Whole Foods Market, mom to Kai and Mercy, wife to Professor Alan Bovick, and pet mom to Safi and 2 brand new kittens who are yet to be named. For the first piece, Golda will present a Pushpanjali. Pushpanjali is typically the first dance in a Bharatanatyam performance. Pushpam means flower and Anjali means salutation. The dancer salutes God, Guru, musicians, and the audience and seeks Mother Earth's blessings as she begins her performance. It incorporates extensive use of the Anjali Mudra. This is the Anjali Mudra. And the choreography involves dancing in different directions. The Pushpanjali is choreographed to incorporate the popular Tamil Christian hymn, Aha Mangal Pugal, written by Pandit Vedanayagam Shastriyar. Vedanayagam Shastriyar was the court poet of Tanjavur during the time of Raja Sarabhoji II, 1798 to 1832 AD. He was a peer of the Tanjore Quartet brothers who founded the Tanjavur style of Bharatanatyam, which is the style of Bharatanatyam that Guru Anu Naimpalli teaches and that we practice. This hymn is especially dear to Golda as she grew up listening to her grandmother sing this song. The words are, or the words mean, I bow to the one who is praised by the greatest of books, the supreme Guru who's the epitome of beauty, the one whose feet are worshipped by the shepherds, the one who is beautiful without form. I bow to who is the embodiment of the unique idea, the person with the highest consideration in the brilliant Bible, the one with the holy name of Jesus, the one who is God. I bow to the source and the embodiment of wisdom, the teacher that the sages searched for, the virtuous one who is the astonishing supreme being, the one who is the embodiment of grace. I bow to the singer of songs, longing for the supreme God, the wise man whose words are proclaimed by many drums, the influential messenger from Jerusalem, the one who is God. This piece is in Ragamalika, or a garland of different, different melodies. The talam is Adi, an 8-beat cycle. The music for this has been set by Sri Rajesh Ravindran, and choreography is by Guru Anuradha Naimpalli. Before the Pushpanjali, our esteemed orchestra will offer a short musical invocation to Ganapati, the elephant-headed deity, for a successful performance. Pushpanjali, preceded by the invocation.
ತಿರುನಾಮ ನಮೋ ನಮೋ ಇರೆಯೋ அறிவின் உருவாகிய மூலா நமோ நமோ மறையவர்கள் தேடிய தேடிய மூலா நமோ நமோ அதிசய பராபர சீலா நமோ நமோ அருளால இறை தவிது நமோ நமோ இறையோ
How about another round of applause for that amazing opening piece? Thank you. The next piece is an alaripu. Alaripu literally means the blossoming of a flower. The dance begins with simple but precise eye and neck movements and progresses to involve the entire body, culminating with vibrant footwork. This alaripu is choreographed to highlight the intertwining of the masculine Shiva and the feminine Parvati, forming Ardhanarishwara. The music has no lyrics, and the dance is set to spoken rhythmic syllables. Shiva, depicted on the right side of the body, represents power. His hair is matted and wild, and he wears a snake around his neck, as well as animal skins around his waist. Shakti, or Parvati, depicted on the left side of the body, represents grace, beauty, and creativity. Her hair is lustrous, curly, and soft. She wears flowers and soft silk robes. The rhythmic cycle is Tishra Ekam, or beats of 3. The choreography for this piece is by Guru Anuradha Naimpalli. Alaripu.
Ta te te yum dat dat tam gitta kita te yum dhalang kutakata dinginna tum ta te yum dat dat tam gitta kita te yum dat dat tam gitta kitam dhit tam gitta kite tat te gitta kitam dhit Takitam, titam, te, tatte, tam, 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 titam, te.
The next piece is Jati Swaram, an abstract dance that weaves together different combinations of movements in complex rhythmic patterns that test the dancer's proficiency in technique as well as their stamina. It does not have any particular mood or sentiment and does not intend to tell a story. Instead, it tries to create forms of beauty through the flow of poses and movements connected together by rhythm and music. Its intention is to awaken the audience to the beauty and joy of pure dance for dance's sake. This Jati Swaram is in the raga or melody Bhairavi. The talam is Adi Talam, an 8-beat cycle. This piece is composed by the Tanjo Quartet, and it is traditional choreography that has been passed on through a few generations of dancers and dance teachers. Jati Swaram in Bhairavi, Adi Talam.
sa ni da pa ma ga re sa ga re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa ga re ga ma pa da ni sa
ಕಳಂಗು ತಕಧಿಕಿ ತಕತ ದಿಂಗಣ್ಣ ತುಂ ತತ್ ಗದಿ ಗದಿ ಝುಮ್ ತಾಂ ತತ್ ಗದಿ ಗದಿ ಝುಮ್ ತೈ ತತ್ ಗದಿ ಝುಮ್ ತಾಂ ತತ್ ಗದಿ ಝುಮ್ ತೈ ತತ್ ಗದಿ ಝುಮ್ ಕಿಡ್ದ ತರ್ಗಟೋಂ ಕಿಡ್ದ ತರ್ಗಟೋಂ ಕಿಡ್ದ ತರ್ಗಟೋಂ
sa ni da pa ma ga re sa ga re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa ga re ga ma pa da ni tatti diyum tattata tatti diyum tattata sa ni da pa ma ga
The next piece is Shabdam. Shabdam literally means word. In this type of piece, the same lyrics are repeated while the dancer weaves a story to them. This particular Shabdam is in praise of Lord Vishnu. Just as Shiva destroys and Shakti creates, Vishnu upholds. When the world needs it, Vishnu descends as an avatar to restore cosmic order. This dance shows him as the charming and often mischievous Krishna avatar. The lyrics in this piece use Ninda Stuti, which literally means to scold praise. It starts out by scolding and teasing him for his mischief. This technique is often used to highlight the devotee's intimacy or camaraderie with their chosen deity. The devotee is so familiar with and so close to the deity that they can jest with them. This Shabdam is in 4 parts, each separated by a short abstract sequence of rhythmic dance. Golda will now demonstrate the meaning of the lyrics. As the lotus-eyed maidens or gopis, in their beautiful rich saris, go down to the river to swim, the ever-mischievous Krishna sneaks up, takes their clothes and hangs them up on a tree. Eventually, they all bow to him once they realize his divinity. Not to be taken literally, this is a spiritual allegory showing the maidens as individual souls and Krishna as the higher consciousness which can only be attained when one sheds all of one's ego, represented here by the maiden's clothes. In the next section, the maidens hide their pots of buttermilk, knowing that little Krishna will be on the lookout for it. As soon as they leave, Krishna gathers his friends and steals an entire pot of butter, eats all of it, and breaks the empty pot. Krishna, I won't put up with this kind of misbehavior. The third section is from the point of view of Lakshmi, Vishnu's partner. She says, I am a goddess and the embodiment of purity. Don't think I'm like any of the other women you go searching for as Krishna. Like that large woman, or the skinny one, or that one with the dimples, or the one with the large eyes. No, don't you mistake me for them. In the end, the dancer teases Vishnu. Don't think too much of yourself. If you search the world and look in people's hearts, there are many that care nothing for you. In fact, I know this is true in the mountains of the Malayala region of southern India. Finally, as she teases him, she is drawn into her devotion for Vishnu. To me, you are Lord Vishnu, who is as precious as a lotus as you recline peacefully. I bow to you. Thank you, Golda. This Shabdam is in Ragamalika. This Shabdam is also in a Ragamalika or garland of melodies. The talam is a 7-beat cycle called Mishra Chapu. This piece was composed by Vadivelu of the Tanjo Quartet, and the choreography is by Guru Anuradha Naimpalli. Shabdam.
Tam teyam ta tam tam
Golda will now demonstrate the meaning of the lyrics. Oh friend, oh Sakhi, please send word to him to come to me quickly. Everyone seems ordinary compared to his exceptional qualities. In this world, it is as if he is Lord Shiva himself, as seen in the Brihadeeshwara temple at Tanjavur. I am filled with longing for his embrace and kisses, as I remember our time together. She pleads with her friend, please come here and listen to my request. Cupid is sending arrows into my heart. I cannot bear this separation from him any longer. As bees buzz and the birds sing, now even nature is unappealing to me. Oh friend, oh Sakhi, please send word to him to come to me quickly. Thank you, Golda. The Ragan is in Raga Kamas, Talam Adi, 8-beat cycle, composition by Tanjore Quartet, and this is again traditional choreography. Varna.
sa mi ni ram saki
tadi takadimi takadalangu takadiki takatadinginnatum tad din nutta dimmi kitatakita hatta jam jam tari kadwatat tat din nutta dimmi kitatakita hatta jam jam tari kadwatat din ತಕ್ಕ ತದಿಂಗಣ್ಣತೋಂ ತತ್ತೀನು ತದರ್ಗಟೀನು ತಕಿತ ತಕ್ಕ ಜಂ ತರಿಕಿಟ ತಕ್ಕ ನಂ ತರಿಕಿಟ ತಕ್ಕ ಜನಕು ಜೇಕು ತರಿ ತತ್ತಿಣ್ಣತೋಂ ಎಣ್ಣತೋಂ ಎಣ್ಣತೋಂ ಜನಕು ಜೇಕು ತರಿ ತತ್ತದಿಂಗಣ್ಣತೋಂ ತದಿಂಗಣ್ಣತೋಂ ತದಿಂಗಣ್ಣತೋಂ ಜನಕು ಜೇಕು ತರಿ ತತ್ತ ತರ್ಗಟೋಂ ಕಿಡ್ದ ತರ್ಗಟೋಂ ಕಿಡ್ದ ತರ್ಗಟೋಂ ತಕ್ಕ ತದಿ ತಕ್ಕ ದಿಮಿ ತಕ್ಕ ಧಳಂಗು ತಕ್ಕ ಧಿಕ್ಕಿ ತಕ್ಕ ತದಿಂಗಣ್ಣ ತೋಂ ತತ್ತಿತ್ತ ತ ಧಣ್ಣ ತರಿತ್ತ ಧಣತ್ತ ತತ್ತಿತ್ತ ತ ಜುಣ್ಣು ಜನುತ್ತ ದಿಮಿತ್ತ ತತ್ತಿತ್ತ ತ ಧಣ್ಣ ರತ್ತಿತ್ತ ತ ಜುಣ್ಣು ರತ್ತಿತ್ತ ತ ದಿಮ್ಮಿ ತತ್ತಿತ್ತ ತ ಇಟ್ಟ ತತ್ತಿತ್ತ ಧಣ್ಣ ತತ್ತಿತ್ತ ಜುಣ್ಣು ತತ್ತಿತ್ತ ದಿಮ್ಮಿ ತತ್ತಿತ್ತ ದಿತ್ತ ಕಡ್ದ ತರ್ಗಟೋಂ ತತ್ತಿತ್ತ ದಿತ್ತ ಕಡ್ದ ತರ್ಗಟೋಂ ತತ್ತಿತ್ತ ದಿತ್ತ ಕಡ್ದ ತರ್ಗಟೋಂ திங்கிண்ணத்தும் தத்தி தித்தா தத்தி தித்தா தத்தித்தா தித்தா தத்தித்தா கிருத தருகட்டும் தித்தா கிருத தருகட்டும் தித்தா கிருத தருகட்டும் தக்கதிமி தக்க தளங்கு தக்க திக்கி தக்க தத்திங்கிண்ணத்தும் தா தி தத்தி தத்தி தா கிருத தருகட்டும் தா தி தத்தி தத்தி தா கிருத தருகட்டும் தா தி தத்தி தத்தி தித்தா கிருத தருகட்டும்
Hello, my name is Alan Bovick. And I am Golda's husband. First of all, thank you so much for being here tonight. Isn't this an incredibly beautiful performance? I'm just filled with wonderment. Just as it's amazing to me that I have been married for 22 years to Golda now. There are some people who I want to thank for doing so much to support this performance. Purna, our incredible backstage helper. Somya, our wonderful MC, who you've been seeing, who also helps supply food for the musicians as well. And Sanjana, our most excellent backstage manager. Round of applause. Over the past many years, I've had a clear window into the effort and love Golda has for this ancient and enduring art form. She has been learning and practicing bharatanatyam for a long time, even before we wed, as you've heard. She practices at home most days for many years on a wonderful dance floor that we built, with video cameras helping her adjust her form, her mudras, and her expressions. She's danced many times in Austin and in India with the Austin Dance India Tour. This is her first major solo event. Her arangetram is Golda's expression of her great desire to perfect her art form. I think she's reached that point with amazing grace, artful movement, and technical excellence. Golda, I'm so proud of you. So is our son Kai, and our daughter Mercy, and your father John, who's here from India. So are the many other family members and friends who've come from such great distances around the world and throughout the country to honor your skill, effort, and love of your craft. Golda, thank you for everything you do. You're the wisest and loveliest wife and super mother, IT executive extraordinaire, half marathon runner, more than once, camp gladiator warrior, and bharatanatyam virtuoso. I love you completely and look forward to our next 22 years together, twice over. Congratulations, Golda. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Golda's guru, bharatanatyam. Being raised by art-loving Indian parents in Canada, Anuradha has had the best of many worlds. Her Western upbringing, along with her traditional training in India and deep-rooted spirituality, make her a unique teacher and performer of Bharatanatyam dance who connects with people from across the globe. She is founder and artistic director of Austin Dance India, her organization of over 30 years through which she teaches regular classes and presents her work. She has trained numerous dancers from beginner to professional level and continues to mentor students and young artists. She's a 2018 inductee into the Austin Arts Hall of Fame for her significant body of work and a juried artist on the touring roster of the Texas Commission on the Arts. She is deeply dedicated to arts and education and making art available to all children. Interested in creating and performing works that not only historically preserve artistic traditions, she engages in art as social practice to build community and bring awareness to global issues. Anuradha Nayampally.
Thank you, Al. It's my great honor and pleasure to introduce our wonderful musical ensemble. But before I do that, I'd like to also thank the following people for their generosity in helping out with meals for our ensemble. And that would include Kanan, Vijaya, Akila, and Gayatri. Thank you. On the mridangam is Shri K. Sudaman. Sudaman started learning mridangam from his father, K.N.S. Nambudri in Kerala, India, and completed his advanced training with M.N. Kandasamy Pillai in Chennai, India. Sudaman is a graded artist of All India Radio and Doordarshan. He's also received the prestigious Yuva Kala Bharati title from the Bharat Kalachar in Chennai for the Best Mridangam Artist for Dance in 2002. He has performed with many eminent dancers, including Padma Bhushan Dr. Padma Subramaniam, Padma Shri Chitra Vishweshwaran, and many others. He's well known for his energy and vivacity as he demonstrates while playing the mridangam. And he's well traveled. Let's hear it for Sudaman. On the vocal, today we have Sudaman accompanied us on the Austin and India Temple Tour in 2014-2015.
In my village also.
Yes, in his village as well, in Kerala, where I performed. On the vocals, we have Shri Rajesh Ravindran. Rajesh was initiated into music by Haripad K.P.N. Pillai at a very young age. Since his first performance at the age of 10, he has had the opportunity to learn from T.V. Gopalakrishnan, the late Reggie George, T. Shashidhar, and Shanta Dhananjayan. He continues to learn from T.K. Padmanabhan. He has been appreciated by the late President of India, Abdul Kalam, at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in Delhi, and is the first vocalist who has received the scholarship for accompanying Natyam concerts in India. For the last several years, Rajesh has become one of the most sought-after singers for dance, and he has sung for the legends of Bharatanatyam, Padma Bhushan Dhananjayans. And Rajesh is also well-traveled all over the world. On the violin, we have Shri Nagarajan Veeramani. Veeramani is famous and well-known violin artist from Tamil Nadu. He started learning violin at the age of 10 from the legendary guru T.H. Ramachandra Rao and Srimati A. Kanyakumari. Veeramani is the recipient of many awards from the public and the press for his excellent performances. He has performed at most of the famous sabhas in Chennai and was just 15 when he debuted and continues to accompany many violin artists and many famous dancers. He is also very well traveled all over the world. And finally, on the flute, we have Shri Chittur K. Patanjali. Patanjali Patanjali traces his lineage to an illustrious family of musicians of great eminence. His father, Shri C. G. Kumaresan, and his grandfather, Kalai Mamani, Sri Chittur Gopalakrishnan are violinists of great repute. Under their tutelage, Patanjali soon gained incredible proficiency and won critical acclaim. He has been honored for his performances at the historic Ulaga Tamil Manadu. A much sought-after judge in TV musical competitions, he holds a string of accolades from leading sabhas in India and across the globe. He is the Ashtana Vidwan of the Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham. And has been awarded the Venu Vandana Ratna by the Sringeri Mutt in Mysore. He is also well-traveled. And finally, it's my very great honor to introduce our guest of honor today, Monica Cooley. Monica Cooley is a well-known and respected teacher and choreographer of Bharatanatyam, an American born in Singapore and raised in Indonesia with an academic background in South Asian studies. Monica learned Indonesian dance forms as a child, as well as Western ballet, before being introduced to Bharatanatyam. In 1979, while on a college year abroad program in the southern city of Madurai. After several years of study with various teachers, she returned to Chennai in 1986 for intensive professional training at Kala Samarpana, the institution of renowned dancers Narasimhachari and Vasanta Lakshmi. With her unique background, Monica is uniquely suited as an interpreter of Indian culture for Western audiences. She has performed extensively in the United States and India and has over 35 years of performing and teaching experience. Monica is a gifted teacher of Bharatanatyam who has trained hundreds of students at her institution, Kala Nivedanam, in Nashville, Tennessee, which she established in 1992 with her husband, Carnatic vocalist Dr. S. Mahadevan. The performing wing of Kala Nivedan offers senior students the opportunity to perform at local cultural events and festivals, as well as to tour in full-length productions. Further teaching credits include 19 years as faculty member of the Vanderbilt University Dance Program, 2 semesters as visiting professor for Indian dance at Stevens College in Columbia, Missouri, as well as workshops and short courses in many cities across the U.S. It's my great honor to welcome Monica Cooley.
That was way too long an introduction. Vanakkam and namaskaram. It is my honor and pleasure to be here today on the happy, very happy for me, occasion of Golda's arangetram. Knowing that there will be some guests in the audience who have not seen Bharatanatyam before, Golda has asked me to say a few words about the dance form, as well as about the deeper meaning and profound experience of performing an arangetram. Some of these thoughts have already been expressed by others. Bharatanatyam is an ancient art form with a history of more than 2,000 years, yet it is very much a living, breathing, evolving art form. Many of the movements and poses you have seen performed by Golda today were captured in carvings on the walls of South Indian temples constructed 1,000 years ago. Yet, that movement vocabulary is so vast that current choreographers are able to find new combinations, new weavings of steps, and new rhythmic patterns in the footwork. Similarly, in terms of the lyrical content, many of the dances that Anuradha, I, and other performing artists learned from our gurus were set to lyrics written by great poets who lived centuries ago. Among them, Tyagaraja, Purandaradasa, Jayadeva, Annamacharya, and other great saint composers. And the vast body of Indian literature, both religious and secular, passed down over several millennia, provides endless scope for dramatization in dance. Yet, at the same time, today's choreographers are commissioning new lyrics to explore modern-day issues and concerns. So what is it about Bharatanatyam that has enabled it to survive and thrive across so many centuries, with continuing relevance to successive generations of dancers and viewers? The answer is that Bharatanatyam, with its unique storytelling technique, exists to explore and illuminate the human condition. Its subject matter is human emotion and experience. This is codified in the concept of the Navarasas, or the 9 basic human emotions, which you have seen, perhaps without knowing the names of them, in Golda's performance. They are love, Sringara, wonder, Adbhuta, humor, Hasya, anger, Raudra, courage, Veera, fear, Bhayanaka, sorrow or compassion, Karuna, disgust, Bibhatsa, and peace or tranquility, Shanta. Human relationships, in all their complexity, provide endless content for Bharatanatyam choreographers. This also includes the relationship of humans to the divine and to the natural world. The various pieces that you have already seen Golda perform, and in the rest of the program, explores all these emotions and connections. Those of us who have devoted our lives to Bharatanatyam do so because it feeds the soul. It is a complete art form that engages every part of us, the physical body, obviously, but also the emotions, that is the heart, the intellect, and the spirit. Dance, Bharatanatyam, is our place of refuge. When life becomes overwhelming, we retreat to the studio and dance or teach. For those hours, we can forget whatever difficulty or disaster is happening in the outside world. We also share our joy through dance. It provides a means to connect with others, be they students, musicians, co-performers, audiences, and the divine. Bharatanatyam is a very difficult dance form, requiring significant physical strength, coordination, stamina, determination, and focus. It takes many years of training to reach a level of mastery. Students who love Bharatanatyam and stick with it long enough to achieve that level of accomplishment may choose to perform an arangetram. The word is derived from the 2 Tamil words, aranga, or stage, and yetram, to enter or step upon. It is the first full-length public performance of a qualified dancer, preferably accompanied by a live orchestra. The standard, typical trajectory for a Bharatanatyam dancer is to start learning at a young age, perhaps 5, 6, or 7, and continue for 8, 10, or 12 years before performing one's arangetram. An arangetram is not meant to be the conclusion of learning. It is meant to be the beginning of the next phase of performing, deepening, and higher exploration. The unfortunate reality, however, is that many students who start at a young age and perform their arangetram are unable to continue afterwards as they go on to college, enter a profession, or start a family. Still, the unquantifiable and transformational rewards of performing an arangetram stay with one for a lifetime. I remember my arangetram in Chennai many, many, many years ago as one of the most profound experiences of my life. As a foreign student, and an adult one at that, I had no family to assist me in all the preparations. Even on the day of the program, I woke up early to take care of many details, including traveling by auto rickshaw to the far north of Chennai, to the flower market early in the morning to get baskets of flowers to take to the auditorium for the staff there to set up the stage. And since tailors in India never deliver costumes on time, I had to stop at the tailor shop on my way to the auditorium to collect my costumes with a fervent prayer that they would fit correctly. By the time I finished makeup and was ready to step on stage, I had a raging headache. I stood in the wings and talked to Lord Shiva, telling him that I had done everything I could to be ready, and now it was his job to come and inhabit my body and make me dance as he would want me to. And he did. Not only did I make it through, but I had an awareness of his divine presence throughout. That special experience hooked me to bharatanatyam for a lifetime. I would like to conclude with some observations about dancers like Golda, myself, and many others who do not follow the standard path I described earlier. Us non-traditional students, I call us, often start learning bharatanatyam later as adults, or we were not born into the culture and come to it through circuitous routes. Or there are those who wanted to learn as children, but couldn't because parents felt that dance was not an appropriate activity, and so they had to wait until an opportunity presented itself. There is gratitude that such dancers feel, a willingness to carve out time in a busy life to pursue this passion. We do not take this gift for granted. We are so grateful to our gurus for taking us on as non-traditional students. So I encourage all of you once again to join me in saluting Golda on this very special day, to appreciate her extraordinary passion and to congratulate her on the resulting wonderful achievement that we are privileged to witness. May God bless you, Golda, with many more happy years of dancing. Days like today can only happen with the blessing, love, commitment, skill, and inspiration of the Guru. It is because of you, Guru Anuradha, that Golda has made it to this day. How fortunate it is that she has come under your training and guidance. And I thank you so much for graciously inviting me to be a part of this experience. Thank you.
We will commence the second half of tonight's recital with a very popular piece, Natanam Adinar. This is a classic poem in praise of Lord Nataraja, the Lord of Dance, who dances with great joy and beauty in the golden stage of Tillai or Chidambaram in southern India. As Nataraja dances, vibrations of his magnificent dance are felt in all 8 directions. The head of Adishesha, the divine serpent, trembles, the earth shakes, and river Ganga overflows from his matted locks to rain on the earth, bringing great joy to his devotees. This wondrous scene is described with reverence by the poet. This composition is in a melody or ragam called Vasanta. The talam is Atatalam, 10-beat cycle. This is a composition of Gopala Krishna Bharati, and the choreography is by Guru Anuradha Naimpalli. Natanam Adinar. The next piece is in praise of the goddess, who is the embodiment of the primordial vibration Om. She destroys all evil and arrogance. With the single syllable Hum, she reduced the evil demons Shumbha and Nishumbha to ashes. She revels in the sound of the flute and is Shiva's beloved. Filled with mercy, she bestows salvation upon her devotees. This composition is in Ragam Lavangi, Talam Adi. The composer is Padma Vibhushan Sri Balamurli Krishna, and the choreography is by Guru Anuradha Naimpalli. Omkara Karini. Tilana is typically the penultimate finale in a Bharatanatyam performance and a wonderful expression of pure dance. It exploits the rhythmic aspect with beautiful patterns of movement set to complex phrases. This Tilana is choreographed in intricate patterns of 4, 3, 7, 5, and 9 beat cycles, which is a characteristic of our Tanjavur style. The lyrics describe Lord Rama, who removes our sorrow and offers us his blessings. This Tilana is in Ragam Hindolam, and Talam is Tishra Nadai Adi. It is a composition of Kubernath Tanjorkar and a choreography of our Guru's Guru, Guru Pandit Venugopal J. Pillai. The Tilana will be followed by the Mangalam. Mangalam means sacred and is an intention to ask forgiveness for any shortcomings during the performance. In this meditative verse, the dancer praises goddess Meenakshi of Madurai, which is Golda's hometown. She is described as the one with large, beautiful fish-shaped eyes, adorned with emeralds, and who bestows compassion on all. The Mangalam is traditionally in Raga Madhyamavati, and the choreography is by Guru Anuradha Naimpalli. Following the Mangalam, Guru Anuradha will present Golda with her certificate, and then Golda will be available on stage to take pictures after she has said a few words. If you would like to take pictures with Golda, please line up on either side of the stage for this. You may also proceed to the dining hall where dinner will be served and where Golda will join everybody shortly. Thank you so much from all of us for coming out to support Golda and all the performers today. We're so happy that you are here with us. Golda will now present Hindolam Tilana, followed by the Mangalam.
तुम तार तानित दिरना माधुर्ये महिमे महागिरिसुदे मल्लादि संहारिणी मूलाधारकृते महामरगदे शोभे महासुन्दरी मातङ्गी महिमे महासुरवते मन्द्रोत्तमे माधवी मीनाक्षी 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 मधुराम्बिके महिमे मा पाहि मीनाम्बिके ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I first offer namaskar to my own gurus, Pandit Venugopal Pillai and Srimati Jayashri Pillai, without whom I would not be standing here today. I've been so blessed to have such generous and skilled gurus in them. But I'm equally blessed to have found so many dedicated and passionate students like Golda, who have made me a better teacher. Alonzo King said, "Dance training can't be separate from life training. Everything that comes into our lives is training." The qualities we admire in great dancing are the same qualities we admire in human beings: honesty, courage, fearlessness, generosity, wisdom, depth, compassion, and humanity. As we've seen today, and for those of you who know Golda, she definitely embodies these qualities. It takes courage and fearlessness to take the stage and become vulnerable in front of an audience of people. Golda is that student who will persevere. Since we began our one-on-one sessions a few years ago, as soon as she finishes a piece, she immediately grabs her notebook, sits down on the floor with her pen, and asks for notes and corrections that I have for her to improve the piece. When she arrives for the next class, she would have resolved those issues, but she would still sit down for the same piece afterwards and ask for more. This is the habit of someone who is constantly wanting to improve and isn't satisfied until it is just right. Sometimes she would even text and say, "Akka, let's skip tomorrow's class because I haven't had time to work on some of the notes." What a joy it has been to teach and mold the art that is already within Golda, that she's so very passionate about. In spite of her busy, demanding career, her mom duties to 2 young adults, and so much more that she does, she has put in time and effort to get here. And she does it all with her calm determination. Camp gladiator workouts early in the morning for stamina, practicing her margam on the same day, and then coming to class. As someone who self-produces events myself, I can tell you that it is no walk in the park to plan an event like this and show up for rehearsal and perform, giving your 100%. But here she is. As a person, she's one of the most loyal, kind, and generous people, as is proven by the many friends and family who have flown here from all over the world to support her. I am so proud of her for taking the idea of doing her arangetram and absolutely running with it to the finish line. Congratulations, Golda. On behalf of Austin Dance India, we congratulate Golda John Sahayam on the successful completion of her Bharatanatyam Arangetram solo performance, Saturday, June 25th, 2022.
Now it's time for my glasses to come on. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for choosing to be a part of such an important moment in my life. When Anuaka first asked me if I wanted to do my arangetram, I enthusiastically signed up for it. And my life just hasn't been the same since then. This journey has really changed the way I think about dance and has deepened so many of my relationships, especially with Anuaka, my dance tribe, Saumya, Purna, others, I see many faces in the audience here, and with my family and my friends. First, I'm going to start by thanking my amazing husband, Al. He has been there every step of the way, and without his love and support, I absolutely could not have done it. Al, you are the love of my life and my best friend. Did y'all know that today is his birthday? Happy birthday, Al.
Best birthday present ever.
Wishing you very many happy returns of the day. My kids, Kai and Mercy, and Kai's boyfriend, Adrian, you all have been amazingly supportive and have gotten used to my, I can't, I have to dance refrain. Many thanks to you. I want to thank my guru, Anuaka. I have been dancing with Anuaka for almost 15 years now, and she's the most amazing dance teacher. She has so much patience. Dance does not come naturally to me, and I'm very much a cerebral learner. Anuaka knows exactly how to teach dance to folks like me. I will even ask about the angle of the fingers, the torque in which to move my arm, all of those crazy physics questions. Anuaka is very patient and explains all of those things to me. Anuaka, thank you for asking me if I wanted to do my arangetram. I would never even have dared if you hadn't thought I could do it. As a child, I had started to learn Bharatanatyam, but I lacked confidence and a sense of self. Guru Monica Cooley gave me that in the brief time I took classes with her. I remember that in the very first class, she complimented my Natya Ramba position, which is the basic position of the arms out. And I thought, and she said, you must have taken classes before. And I thought, wow, maybe I did learn something when I was a child. She treats her students as family, and I feel privileged to have spent time with her. I'm so glad to have her here today. Thank you. And my dad and my brother are here all the way from India. My dad is actually the one who introduced me to Bharatanatyam. None of my friends were taking dance classes, and in the conservative Christian community that I grew up in, learning Bharatanatyam was not quite kosher. My dad enrolled me and my sister in classes when we were very young, and without that exposure, I would never even have been interested in it. I cannot express how much it means to me to have my dad here with me today. Thank you, Daddy. I want to thank my brother Solomon for taking time off from his lovely family to come here and be with me. I also want to thank my cousins Fanny and Olivia. They're somewhere in here. I can't really see, this is fogged up. Olivia's kids, Jamila and Rachel, and my friend Maggie for traveling all the way so far internationally to be here with me. None of them are dancers, but they sensed that their presence would make my day special, and without hesitating, committed to being here. In fact, Olivia said, "I'm booking my tickets, but what is Bharatanatyam?" My sister Bona and her lovely family, thank you for being here. And what can I say about my amazing friends? Not friends, my sisters, Saumya, Gayatri, Nitya, and Maggie. They've been so supportive and encouraging and kept me sane through the pandemic. They all have busy careers and have taken their time off to be here and have brought their families too. And the refrain I heard this entire week was, "Don't worry about it, we've got it." As I look around, I see so many folks that have traveled from out of town. Can you all stand up if you traveled from out of town? Almost like half the audience. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I also want to give a shout out to my predecessors, Anusuya, Anuradha, Srividya, Unni, and others. I did not hesitate to commit to this arangetram because you inspired me. It takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a lot more to make me look and feel confident, beautiful, and special. I want to thank the entire crew of folks that made me feel beautiful every day, Rebecca Ambrose, Corina Corbell, Neha, Tansia, and Dr. Butera. Thank you, everyone, for coming today and making this day one I will remember and cherish forever. Time for pictures and food.
Oh, one last thing. I have flowers also for you. But those flowers will, last a while, and then they'll wilt and, go away. Unlike our memories of this performance, which will exist forever in our hearts. But it's also good to have a reminder that persists too. So I have one little thing here for you, Golda. It's a flower that won't go away. It's been dipped in gold. So, yeah. And I want to remind everybody, please sign the guest book.
Yeah, it would mean a lot to me.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.